Mazda's CX-90 is supposed to be the premium three-row SUV that challenges luxury brands. But beneath that polished exterior, there are problems that many buyers are discovering too late. If you're shopping for a family SUV and thinking the CX-90's upscale image justifies its premium price, you need to know about the reliability issues, space compromises, and frustrating tech that are making early owners regret their purchase. Here are 6 reasons why a luxury wannabe badge doesn't guarantee a luxury quality experience. Number 6. Stiff ride on higher trims. The CX-90's ride quality is going to surprise you, and not necessarily in a good way. When you're upgrading to higher trim levels with those impressive-looking 21-inch wheels, you might expect a more luxurious experience to match the premium price tag. Instead, you're going to feel every imperfection in the road surface transferring directly into the cabin. The suspension setup that Mazda has tuned for these larger wheel configurations is creating a noticeably firmer ride compared to what you'd experience in competing three-row SUVs. Picture yourself on a long family road trip, the kind where you're covering 400 miles to reach that vacation destination. Your passengers in the back are feeling every expansion joint, every minor road imperfection, turning what should be a relaxed journey into an endurance test. What should feel effortless and refined is instead requiring more physical effort than you'd expect from a modern SUV in this price range. Many competitors in the three-row SUV segment are managing to deliver both composed handling, though not at CX-90's level, and comfortable ride quality without forcing buyers to choose one over the other. Models like the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade are proving that you can have larger wheels and still maintain a supple, comfortable ride. If you're planning to use your three-row SUV for family road trips and daily commuting, the CX-90's stiff ride on higher trims is going to become a constant source of disappointment. But uncomfortable rides are just the beginning of this SUV's problems. Because what good is a smooth highway cruise if you can't trust the vehicle to get you there reliably? Number 5. Reliability issues. Here's where things get particularly concerning for potential CX-90 buyers. Early reports from owners are painting a troubling picture of reliability, with multiple issues surfacing far earlier than anyone would expect from a brand that's historically traded on dependability. Frequent dealer visits are becoming a common theme among CX-90 owners, and these aren't just for routine maintenance. Electronic glitches with cameras and sensors are cropping up regularly, affecting critical safety systems that modern buyers depend on. Think about backing out of your driveway on a busy morning, relying on that 360-degree camera to spot kids on bikes or pedestrians you can't see in the mirrors. Now imagine that system going dark or displaying a blank screen at exactly the wrong moment. That's what CX-90 owners are experiencing. The technology that's supposed to make life easier is instead creating anxiety and safety concerns. The driver assistance sensors are throwing false warnings or failing to function properly, leaving owners questioning whether they can trust the systems they paid thousands of dollars to have. Mazda has already issued recalls for the CX-90, and when you're talking about a brand new model that's only been on the market for a short time, multiple recalls should be raising serious red flags. Consumer-oriented data is confirming what individual owners are experiencing, with reliability scores for the CX-90 falling noticeably behind established competitors in the three-row segment. Owner satisfaction surveys are reflecting this reality with lower ratings than Mazda would like to admit. Competitors like the Honda Pilot and Toyota Highlander might not be as stylish, but they're delivering the boring reliability that three-row SUV buyers actually need. Of course, even if the CX-90 were perfectly reliable, there's still the fundamental question of whether it's actually delivering the space families need from a three-row SUV. Number 4. Tight third row and below average cargo area. The CX-90's dimensions on paper might look competitive, but the reality of its interior space is going to disappoint anyone who's cross-shopping this segment. The third row is proving to be one of the most cramped in the class, suitable only for small children or very short trips. Adults trying to squeeze back there are going to find themselves in an uncomfortable position, with limited legroom and headroom that makes even brief rides feel claustrophobic. The cargo situation behind that third row is equally problematic. You're looking at space that's barely sufficient for a couple of small bags, which defeats much of the purpose of having a three-row SUV in the first place. Competitors like the Kia Telluride are offering substantially more cargo volume, allowing families to actually bring their stuff along without playing Tetris with luggage. Even with the third row folded down, the CX-90's cargo area is falling short of what rivals are providing. But limited space isn't the only thing that's going to frustrate you on a daily basis. Wait until you experience how this SUV actually drives. Number 3. Unrefined transmission. The CX-90's 8-speed automatic transmission is going to remind you it's there far too often, and not in a good way. At low speeds, this transmission is exhibiting behavior that feels completely out of place in a modern premium SUV. The shifts are coming across as hesitant and jerky, particularly when you're navigating through parking lots or creeping through stop-and-go traffic where smoothness matters most. That lack of refinement is creating a disconnect between what buyers expect from a $50,000-plus SUV and what they're actually experiencing. When you're rolling through a residential neighborhood or maneuvering in tight spaces, the transmission is hunting for the right gear with noticeable delays and abrupt transitions that make the whole driving experience feel less polished than it should. The frustration multiplies when you consider that Mazda is positioning this as a near-luxury vehicle. Buyers who are cross-shopping against legitimate luxury brands like Acura MDX or Genesis GV80 are going to notice immediately that those vehicles deliver silky smooth transmission behavior that the CX-90 simply can't match. Even compared to mainstream competitors like the Honda Pilot, the CX-90's transmission is feeling less refined, which undermines Mazda's premium positioning. And speaking of things that undermine the premium experience, the technology inside this cabin is going to test your patience every single day. Number 2. Unintuitive infotainment system. The CX-90's infotainment system is going to test your patience on a daily basis. Mazda's approach to in-car technology is feeling a bit outdated, particularly when you compare it to what competitors are offering. The interface layout is confusing, with menu structures that require multiple steps to access basic functions that should be 1 or 2 touches away at most. But here's where it gets truly aggravating. The touchscreen functionality that modern users expect is essentially absent in normal operation. You're driving down the highway, wanting to quickly adjust the climate or change the radio station. Those touch-sensitive controls only become active when you're using smartphone integration through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The moment you exit those systems and return to Mazda's native interface, you're forced back to using the rotary controller, which is cumbersome and distracting when you're trying to make quick adjustments while driving. This split personality approach is creating a disjointed user experience where the system behaves differently depending on which mode you're in. Drivers are finding themselves confused and frustrated, reaching for the screen to make a touch input only to realize it's not responding because they're in the wrong mode. The graphics and overall presentation are falling behind what you'll find in similarly priced competitors, but all these individual problems pale in comparison to the fundamental issue that ties them all together. Number 1. Price. Mazda is positioning this SUV with a premium price point that's noticeably higher than mainstream 3-row competitors, but it's failing to deliver enough additional value to justify that premium. Base models are starting in the mid-$40,000 range, which already puts them above well-equipped versions of the Kia Telluride or Hyundai Palisade. But the real sticker shock is coming when you start climbing the trim ladder. Higher trims with the features most buyers are going to want are pushing well into the 50s and beyond, entering territory where you're competing directly against established luxury brands that offer better refinement, more space, and stronger reliability reputations. At those price points, you could be looking at an Acura MDX or Lexus TX, both of which are delivering genuinely premium experiences with the brand recognition and dealer networks to back them up. The Mazda CX-90 represents a cautionary tale about premium aspirations without premium execution. From the stiff ride to the worrying reliability reports, from the cramped third row to that frustrating infotainment system, this SUV is falling short in too many critical areas. Most problematic is the pricing strategy that positions it above mainstream competitors while delivering less space and refinement. If you're shopping for a 3-row family SUV, models like the Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, or Honda Pilot are offering better overall packages with proven reliability and more intuitive technology at lower prices. But even with these flaws, the CX-90 is still a solid option in the mid-size segment. After all, rivals come with limitations as well, including the Nissan Pathfinder, which you can check out in our next video. It may look upscale and feature some of the nicest seats in the class, but it doesn't offer the driving experience you'd expect from a 3-row family SUV.